What's going on, everyone? It's JDC here, back in the video, and today we're talking about the Toronto Raptors today, and how they're kind of figuring it out right now before the playing tournament begins. Before that, really quick, I'm gonna guys drop a like down below, press the subscribe button. It will go up the algorithm, will grow the channel to the people like Toronto Raptors content, will grow the channel in general. So you guys to drop a like down below, press the subscribe button, and let's get into the video. So the Toronto Raptors tonight, well, last night, came off a win against the Los Angeles Lakers, 121 to 114. Pretty good game from everyone all around. No, I will say that, I mean, Malachi Flynn didn't play all that well. Played 20 minutes, had 0 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. So, but I will say that I would definitely watch the last quarter of this game. So I watched the highlights before making this video. So, and I can say that the Pascal Siakam slander is not necessary anymore. I mean, like, Pascal Siakam has been playing pretty well as of late, man. Because overall this season he hasn't been playing all that well, and it definitely shows. Because back in the bubble, in the summer, he wasn't playing all that well, and it's definitely brought over at the beginning of the season. So it's definitely good that Pascal Siakam had a really good game today. He had 39 points. He had basically 13 rebounds and 4 assists. So definitely a good game from Pascal Siakam. Coming off a pretty bad game against the Jazz. 15 points, 7 rebounds in just 40 minutes. So definitely a good bounce back game from Siakam. But also we have Kyle Lowry, who dropped 37 points, 11 assists, and 2 rebounds. So Kyle Lowry is definitely an interesting player on this roster, just for the simple fact that nobody knows if he's going to return to the team next season or if he's going to go to another team. Now, I definitely think that Kyle Lowry will leave the Raptors this offseason, but crazier things have happened. So but if he were to go to another team, I'd possibly think that he go to Miami or the Sixers. So, but if he stays with the Raptors, it's definitely a huge W for them. So, but the title of this video is gonna be the Raptors are figuring it out, and this win was definitely a good win for the Toronto Raptors. With LeBron playing, AD playing, basically their whole roster of the Los Angeles Lakers playing, it was definitely a huge win for the Toronto Raptors to get, and it's definitely starting to show that the Raptors are starting to figure things out. Because in the last few games they've been losing. They were on a 3-game losing streak before, losing to the Jazz, to the Nuggets, and to the Nets. But I definitely think that this is a really good win for the Raptors, because as bad as the Lakers have been recently, they're still a really good team. Probably one of the best in the West. So definitely good to see that the Raptors are winning these type of games. Really good showing for Pascal Siakam and Kyle Lowry. But we also have people like DeAndre Bembry, who actually had 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist that game. So I think the problem with this Raptors roster is that they still need a big. Now, I will say that they had Kem Birch, and they have Chris Boucher and Aaron Baines. But Aaron Baines is horrible for them. He has been horrible this whole season. He didn't even play this game. So over the season, he's averaging 5.8 points on 43% from the field and 23% from 3. So the Raptors definitely need to move on from Aaron Baines in the offseason. And we also had Kem Birch, who had 4 points, 9 rebounds, and an assist. Now, Kem Birch actually has been pretty good for the Toronto Raptors, and it was probably one of the best pickups that the Raptors pretty much did this whole season, because he's actually been producing for them. I'm going to try. Oh, okay. So the stats for him this season are 6.4 points per game, 49% from the field, 27% from 3, and 69% from the field, with basically 5.6 rebounds and 1.2 assists per game. So definitely good to see that Kem Birch is on this team, man. And honestly, I didn't even know who he was until he came to the Raptors. I mean, I definitely heard his name in a lot of Magic talks and a lot of like trade ideas, but I definitely didn't know Kem Birch until he came into this team. And he's starting to get more minutes, man. And it's definitely good to see that Kem Birch starting to carve a role out here in Toronto. So other than that, not really too much takeaways from this game, because Stanley Johnson had 0 points. Malachi Flynn had 0. Freddie Gillespie had 11. Yuta Watanabe 6 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. I think Yuta Watanabe could definitely become a good bench piece, but I don't know. Time will definitely tell to see if he's a good bench piece or a good role player. So this is definitely a good win for the Raptors, and definitely a good relieving win for them, because they were on that 3-game losing streak. So, and probably next game they're probably gonna have Fred VanVleet and OG Anunoby, who didn't play this game, which is pretty surprising, because I think even if we had OG Anunoby and Fred VanVleet this game, it'd probably be a way different story. So but it's the Raptors, man. So I definitely give props to Masai Ujiri, man, to finding these guys, man. Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, and OG Anunoby, man. These are the type of guys that were all underrated. Siakam was picked at 27th at the 2016 draft, if I'm not mistaken. It was 2015, 2016. I don't know when he was drafted, but we had Fred VanVleet, who's an undrafted prospect, OG Anunoby, who was projected to go way higher in the draft, but wasn't because he had a tore. I think it was a torn ACL or something like that. So definitely props to Masai Ujiri, man, because this guy's perfect at finding diamonds in the rough, just like Raphael Stone. So the Raptors, they have a lot of work to do on this roster, but I definitely think they could definitely be in playoff contention this year if they start winning more games. The next few games for the Raptors aren't looking too bad. They got the Clippers tomorrow, they got the Wizards on Thursday, and then they got the Grizzlies Saturday. So this shouldn't be a really tough schedule except for the Clippers and the Wizards. The Clippers, if they have Paul George and no Kawhi, that's definitely a winnable game. If Pascal Siakam plays, Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby, and Kyle Lowry all play. And the Wizards, all they need to do is really shut down Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook, and it's basically a dub. Hopefully that we all have healthy players on that game too. OG Anunoby, I really need him to show at that game, man, because I actually like OG Anunoby as a player, man, but I definitely want him to do more, averaging 15.9 points per game, 48% from the field, 38% from three, and 78% from the line. So I definitely think OG Anunoby could become a good starting caliber forward. So kind of like a Jayshawn Tate type of player, but probably even better than Jayshawn Tate. So these are definitely winnable games in the next few weeks, and hopefully the Raptors continue to go on the winning streak and make it to the play-in tournament. So if you guys like the video, drop a like down below, press subscribe button. It would help the algorithm, help grow the channel to other people like Toronto Raptors content, and I'll grow the channel in general. So you guys do drop a like down below, press subscribe button, and I'm out. Peace.